Global debt has reached a staggering $315 trillion. We hear these massive numbers so often they've lost their meaning. But what if I told you that debt isn't just a digital figure? It's a legal claim on your future labor. It's a promise that you will work to pay it back. Now, here is the secret most people don't get, that $315 trillion will never be repaid, at least not in the way you think. The real question isn't how much we owe, but who loses and who gets rich when the system finally shifts. Most people think we owe all this money to foreign governments, like China. But the truth is much closer to home. A huge portion of government debt is actually owned by central banks, commercial banks, and the ultra-wealthy who use government bonds as a safe way to park and preserve their massive fortunes. Essentially, government debt is an asset for the rich and a liability for everyone else. Think about it. When the government pays interest on its bonds, where does that money come from? It comes from your taxes. It's a massive, ongoing wealth transfer from the working class to the asset-holding class. Now, you might be thinking, can't we just tax our way out of this? Not a chance. There isn't enough tax revenue in the world to ever clear this mountain of debt. So, what do governments do? They choose a soft default. They print more money. This is the invisible tax. As trillions of new dollars are printed out of thin air, the value of every dollar you have saved or earned goes down. Prices for everyday essentials like food, gas, and housing skyrocket. This is inflation, and it's not an accident. It's a policy choice. If you own assets like stocks or real estate, inflation can actually make you wealthier on paper because the value of those assets inflates along with the money supply. But if you primarily work for a wage and save in cash, you become poorer as your paycheck buys less and less each month. This phenomenon is known as the Cantillon effect. Those closest to the money printer, like governments, big banks, and corporations, get to spend the new money first, before prices have had a chance to rise. By the time that new money trickles down to you, its purchasing power has already been eaten away by inflation. The value is gone. The debt isn't a bug in the system, it's a feature. It allows governments to spend trillions of dollars without having to pass unpopular, direct tax hikes. They just print the money and let inflation do the dirty work. So, how do you survive this? You have to stop thinking like a saver and start thinking like an investor. You must stop saving only in cash. You need to move from being just a wage earner to an asset owner. This means owning things that float when the money supply floods the economy, things like stocks, real estate, precious metals, or even businesses. The bill for all this debt is coming due, and you need to make sure you aren't the one left paying it. Thanks for watching. If you found this valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on how the financial world really works. See you next time.